Hey, alright, Eric here from Around To It RC, and I got another plane I'm going to review for you today. Now this is the ElectriFly F-20 Tigershark by Great Plains. And I got the receiver ready version, and it made the build time quick and easy. So let's go on over to the work table and check it out. Alright, let's take a closer look at the ElectriFly F-20 Tigershark on its included display stand, which is pretty neat. Now you can purchase this plane as an ARF kit or a receiver ready kit, and you can get it online at towerhobbies.com, and I'll be providing a direct link to their website for this airplane in my video notes. So be sure to read my video notes and go check this plane out at towerhobbies.com, okay? Now, on the box it says this plane will go 85 miles an hour. So I'm sure it's going to be fast and fun, and I can't wait to get it out to the flying field in just a minute. But while we're on the subject of speed, let's talk about the powertrain and the electronic setup in the airplane. Now as far as the powertrain goes, it's got a HyperFlow Ducted Fan Unit with an ElectriFly ammo in-runner brushless motor. The ESC that's installed in the airplane is an ElectriFly Silver Series 45 amp ESC, and it has 3 micro servos installed on it, one for each aileron and one for the elevator. Now as far as the battery goes, I'll be using the battery that's recommended by the manufacturer, which is a ElectriFly 4-cell 14.8 volt 2200 milliamp hour battery with a 25C discharge rating. So I'm sure this 4-cell battery is going to give it plenty of pep. Now as far as the radio goes, you're going to need at least a 3-channel radio to control this airplane. Remember aileron, elevator, and throttle. And I'll be using my Futaba 2.4 gigahertz fast radio system with this airplane. This is a 6-channel transmitter, and in the airplane itself I've got a Futaba 7-channel receiver. Now that's about it as far as the powertrain and the electronic setup goes. Let's take a closer look at the airplane's detail itself. Now if you notice on the wingtips here you have missiles, and they are removable. They're held on by magnets, and they're only for display when it's on the stand itself. And taking a closer look at the cockpit here, you see it's got a highly detailed instrument panel and a pilot. And the cockpit is held on by magnets to the plane itself. After you remove it, it allows you to access the electronics and install the battery, which is pretty neat. Now for the plane itself, it has a 22.5-inch wingspan, it's 37 inches long, and the flying weight is 26.8 ounces. And the balance point, or center of gravity point on this airplane, is 95 millimeters from the leading edge of the wing, or about 4 inches. And I can't stress enough, balance on your airplanes, this not just this one, any airplane you fly, balance is a must. If you don't have that balance set up, especially on an airplane like this that you have to hand launch, your first toss might be your last. So be sure you've got that balance set up right before you go to the flying field, okay? Now, the build time on this airplane was about 2 hours, and I got the receiver ready version of this airplane. So the powertrain and the ESC and the servos were already pre-installed. All I had to do was put on the wings on the airplane, install my receiver and battery pack, and it's pretty much a done deal. So that's about it for the airplane itself in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and take it out to the flying field and see what it'll do.
Eric, this is the tower. You were clear for takeoff.
Just a few clicks on the elevator and the plane was dialed in. So let's try a low rate roll. Nice roll. I'm feeling pretty comfy right now, so let's try a loop. Alright. Let's kick it in high gear one time. Oh yeah, this plane's got plenty of power. Let's try a high rate roll. Very nice. And it handles well through the turns. I'm very happy with the plane's first flight, so let's go ahead and bring it in and take it back to the shop. Alright, that was the maiden flight of the F-20 Tigershark, and let me give you my final thoughts on the airplane before we get out of here today. First is the combination of the 4-cell battery with the 45 amp ESC and ammo in-runner brushless motor give this plane plenty of power, so if you're a speed junkie like me, you're really going to enjoy flying this airplane. Second, the red paint scheme on this airplane makes it easy to see while it's in the air, but let's talk a little bit more about that while we're on the subject. Since it only has a 22.5-inch wingspan, for your first couple of flights, you're going to want to keep your flying pattern tight until you get comfortable flying this airplane. Then gradually open up on it. Because remember, this plane flies fast, and on a straight line in about 3 seconds, it's gone. So, until you get comfortable, keep that flying pattern tight, and then gradually open up on it, and you'll be the best judge of that. You'll know when to do it. Third, the control surface throws, I set them up low and high rates per the manual, and I didn't have any problems maneuvering the plane, controlling it, even on low rates. So, overall, I'm going to give this plane a thumbs up. I really enjoy flying it. Now, is this plane right for you? I can't answer that question. Only you can. Who would I recommend this plane for? I would recommend it to the intermediate and advanced flyers. For those people, you will have a blast with this plane. Trust me, I did. And that's pretty much about it for the plane. I hope you enjoyed the flight and review. I'm glad you got to see me again, and we'll see you later on the tube.
Don't do anything fancy because I can't find it. I lost it again. I got it. Well, it's going so fast and I'm going, oh, finally. I lost it again.